have you heard of Fruit of Loom?
Yes.
The clothing.
Join us for Conspiracy Crypto Pirates. Arr.
So Mandela effect. Have you heard of the Mandela effect?
I have. Do I understand it? No.
So do you know what it is?
Not really.
Okay, so I'll explain. So the Mandela effect is basically you remember something like 100%. Like, say you remember my shoe and say it's Nike, right?
Okay.
You remember looking at my shoe, seeing a Nike swoosh on it. You're like, he wears Nikes. And then I come back, I sit in this chair, I'm wearing the same shoes, there's no Nike swoosh on it. And you're like, you were wearing Nikes last time. And I would say, no, I've never owned a pair of Nikes in my life.
What are Nikes?
Yeah. What is a Nike?
Right.
So that's like where you could swear it was something because you remember it was a memory in your head.
Yeah.
And yet supposedly it's just not true. It never existed. So
Weird.
But a lot of people share the same Mandela effect.
Okay.
Which brings it to people like, is it like alternate universe theory or
psyops?
So that's where this is coming in, where I think it's a psyop thing, because so Fruit of the Loom. Do you know what their logo looks like?
A bunch of fruit?
Is it just a bunch of fruit?
I think so. I don't know.
So me included. Their logo, what do they actually call it? It's cornucopia. So it's a bunch of fruit.
Okay.
So you were right. Their logo, bunch of fruit. It's like a big ball of fruit. My mind, their logo, bunch of fruit with a cornucopia, which is like this weird looking basket.
Oh,
like
kind of like a horn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a horn basket with the fruit in front of it.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I have seen that logo. I know that's how it is. So that logo, just a bunch of fruit. And they have Fruit of the Loom's like, no, we've never had a cornucopia on our logo. And like
weird.
Thousands of people are like, I could have sworn there was a cornucopia on the logo.
Now thinking about it.
So this lady, she was so obsessed with it. She's like, I know there was a cornucopia on that. And she went, and obviously they say no. She went through all her old clothes that she had and her like friends' closets.
Just imagine going to your friend, can I look through your Fruit of the Loom, you know? Like, no.
But they also sell shirts and stuff like that too.
Okay.
Not just what you're thinking. But she found an old Fruit of the Loom, old kind of tag. Guess what's on it? Cornucopia.
Weird.
On that. And then she went even further. She dug down into their like patents. And they have a patent, a drawing of their logo, of one of their logos, cornucopia on it.
Huh. Wonder why they took that off. Wonder what the meaning of the cornucopia was that they removed it.
But why would they deny having it?
Well, that's part of my question is why would they deny it? Is the cornucopia, does it mean something bad or does it mean something good that they want to remove themselves from?
Yeah. I think it was a government experiment.
Just a random experiment.
Yes, trying to like do mind control or to like change people's minds. I think the government probably went to them. It's a fairly well-known brand at the time. Probably paid them an insane amount of money, say, your logo is now this. We want to take out the cornucopia and basically just deny that it ever existed and see if they can get away with having people think, oh, I guess I'm just crazy. Yeah, and just go with it.
That one doesn't seem that likely. Because what's the purpose? Like, I don't see the purpose of that. Like, yeah, it's an experiment.
Yeah.
I get that to a small degree, but...
For instance, they could, if it was successful, if that worked, we convinced millions of people or the world that never existed. What else can we do? Okay, we
Like,
can.
are they wanting to say that 9/11 never happened or Pearl Harbor never
Yeah.
happened?
They could take it to
I
a
mean,
bigger
there's people
scale.
that say that the concentration camps in Germany during World War II never happened, and that's something that the government was saying happened, maybe to justify why we went into World War II or something
Yeah.
of that nature.
Yeah.
I don't know, but then that gets into the whole Hitler thing, which we've
Yeah.
gone down.
But I just think it's weird that they would go to so much effort, and especially when old clothes exist
That's why
Old-
I asked, why does that meaning? What is the meaning
of a
of the
cornucopia.
cornucopia?
I don't know.
Because like there's a lot of homage that is done
In brands and
in
logos.
brands, and
Mhm.
so you have like 13 as an homage or a pyramid as an homage, and you see that all over in different brandings within crypto, within fast food, within
Yeah.
all over the place. And so they have a little bit of, I guess they call it homage, where hey, we're part of you guys, and so if cornucopia was, let's just say, something that was opposite of 13 or the pyramid or the eye in the
Yeah.
pyramid or something like that, and say they wanted to go into that
Mhm.
and say they're like, hey, you're going to have to reject everything that you then stood for. Or if they were part of, if the cornucopia was quote unquote bad, and like, hey, we don't want anything to do with that, and so now you're wanting to have your perception perceived the other way.
Yeah, but
And
would you go to the whole effort in denying that it ever existed? Wouldn't you be like, that was our old logo, this is our new one?
at the beginning, that's probably what they did, and then at the end, be like, no, that never happened. Like, I don't know.
Oh, come closer. Come closer. Conspiracy Crypto Pirates is a new show. And we need you to like and subscribe. Please do so. Oh, and don't forget to comment. Yeah, do that. Okay.